Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create a goblet like this, and we're going to have it with some liquid, and we painted it, and we're going to be using the follow me or lathe method for the creation of this shape. And so there's two types of symmetry. There's vertical horizontal symmetry and symmetry around a rotation. So this is a vertical horizontal symmetry, which means that we only have to draw one side of the shape and then flip it and join it to itself. So let's get started. Go to File, New, and we're going to get rid of our little mascot. We're going to grab the rectangle tool. Now what I usually do is I go to Camera, I go to Standard Views, and either go to left or right. I like to go to left. Then I click and draw something like this. Now, we're not worried about proportions, and you can always scale it down later if you decide that you want to use it somewhere else. Now I've drawn something like this. I'm going to go on and start to rough out my my cup. So I'm going to click with my art tool. I'm going to click down about right here. Zoom in a little bit, so a little bit finer control. Click, make a shape like that. Let's see, that looks pretty good. Then I'm going to grab my pencil tool, come down a little bit like so, hit escape. So it's easy to draw if you start with a little pad to draw it on. That way you're checking the shape um, consistency and integrity as you draw. So now I'm going to grab my 2-point art tool, and I'm going to click and come down. And I want to get it to, oops, that shape's in the wrong direction. Let's draw it again. Click and go straight down. That's on the blue. That's what we want. All right, we could just finish it like that. And then we can grab the 2-point art tool and come in, click here, and bend it just a little bit like that. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to erase all this and erase that. And you could just spin this. If I grab my circle tool, I want to make sure I'm on the blue axis. So I'm going to tap the up arrow key. I can choose which axis I'm on by tapping the up arrow key for blue, the left arrow key for green, the right arrow key for red. And I'm going to tap the up arrow key, draw a shape like that. Grab my selection tool, select the shape, grab my follow me tool, click, and I've got basically kind of a goblet shape. But I want to make it a little bit more sophisticated. So if you just do that, that's fine. If you need something a little bit more sophisticated, we can go in and do something too. So we're going to select the edges here by holding down the Shift key, like so. Then I'm going to grab my offset tool. I'm going to click and offset that. That looks good. Here's my offset. And then what I want to do is erase this. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to change the cap here. I'm going to come in. I'm going to take this cap off. And I'm going to grab my 2-point art tool, and I'm going to draw an arc up like that. So now we have something like this. Okay, let's spin it so it looks. That looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to grab my pencil tool. I'm going to click like this, click like this, click like this. And I'm going to cut that off like this. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this bottom part. I'm going to select this, and I'm going to, let's select this, and I'm going to lay this for the content on the inside of the cup like so. So now I'm going to select all this. And if I select part of the other shape, that should be pretty good. And I'm going to right click and make this a group. There we go. And so that's going to be our liquid. And I'm going to select this. Nope, select this, the edge here, grab my follow me tool, click here. And now I've got some liquid inside. And then we can get rid of the extra line here. And we could have made it a little bit more sophisticated, but you get the idea, right? So now I'm going to go over to my colors. I'm going to use this red color for the liquid inside. And then I'll go to over on my materials. I'll go down to glass. And I'll use this mirror 2 for the, let's see, let's try this mirror 1. Translucent glass. I'm not really happy with any of these glasses that they have there. That's kind of cool. And let's go back to the mirror. Okay, so that's my cup. Not the best material. Let's go back and just make a color. Let's see, what color do we want? Something like a light blue. Yeah. And there we go. So that's our cup. Not quite it's more of a goblet than a wine glass, but spin it a few times, practice, and you can come up with all sorts of different shapes.